Hey guys, my name is Susie. I live in Germany. I am German. I have a channel here on YouTube that follows my weight loss journey after sleeve gastrectomy in April 2022. Now I decided to add some English content. My goal in all of this was basically to help people like I used to be, who watched a lot of content on YouTube and social media, to make my decision for myself for gastric surgery and just to share my journey and help people out. I have some family in the US and they lately said to me, you have to do something in English, so why the heck not? I will make some videos in English and I'm gonna have a revision on my gastric sleeve. I lost 55 kilogram, which is, Alexa, wie viel sind 55 Kilogramm in Pfund?
55 Kilogramm sind 110 Pfund.
110 pounds. Thanks, Alexa. I lost 110 pounds in the past 2 years. My gastric sleeve is, 21 months ago. I had reflux. The acid blocker. I wasn't able to stop taking that, which after guidelines, and my clinic does everything after guidelines. You're not supposed to take it longer than 6 months post-op. Well, I took it all the time. I tried to stop it like 2 or 3 times, but every time I had such a bad heartburn. I had reflux problems, but I found that I could influence that in the way I ate. Like I couldn't eat an hour or 2 hours prior to lying down. But sometimes, even if I didn't do that, I had reflux, which really came up to here. I aspirated a couple of times. I woke up coughing like crazy, and I never could understand before how people could gag while sleeping through aspirating stomach content, but now I get it. Yes, I wasn't out on anything. I just lay down to sleep and I woke up almost choking myself on my gastric fluids. It's nasty. It's really nasty. But still, I was really surprised when I found that the gastric acid had really left my esophagus not looking so good. I have a chronic inflammation in my esophagus, and I have an ulcus, and it's not pretty, and there are no really alternatives, so I never really set out to have a second operation. Okay, I lost 110 lb, 55 kilogram, but still I am over 100 kilogram. I weigh like 230. Alexa, wie viel sind 109 Kilogramm in Pfund?
109 Kilogramm sind 218 Pfund.
I weigh 218 pounds still, which is a lot, but coming from 330 pounds, which was my highest weight prior to the gastric sleeve. I mean, that's a whole other subject. How did I get so out of control? After having 2 babies, I never really got under 220, and then I quit smoking, which I'm very proud of, but there went another 50 pounds weight gain. And yeah, Corona hit. I am a registered nurse over here in Germany, but I have retinitis pigmentosa, so I'm almost blind, which means that I changed my job to hospital administration 6 years ago, and during COVID I was lucky enough that I could work full-time in home office. But it wasn't very good for my figure, let me tell you that. No. So after quitting smoking and having home office for almost 2 years in a row, I was up to 330 pounds, and which is a BMI of about 58. And I couldn't move that well, and you know, I'm still healthy in quotation marks because I was at the verge of getting diabetes and getting high blood pressure and everything, and my cholesterol values weren't good, and everything was like on the verge. And I said to myself, okay, you thought you could never quit smoking, you did that. So now it's really time to go ahead and do something for your health. You want to be healthy, and you want to get old, and you want to be there for your kids. I have 2 teenage sons, which I raised pretty much by myself since 2009. They're almost 18 and almost 15. I have been a full-time working mom since, yeah, all the time. You know, I'm a tough lady, yeah. And I'm happy with my life, even though it's not easy lots of times. But, you know, I have a lot of things under control, but unfortunately not my weight, which a lot of people are saying the same. Lots of obese people feel that way. I'm an intelligent woman. I have self-worth. I have self-esteem. I'm not one of those who hide in the shadows, but you know, it varies from day to day. Looking back now, I really did do the gastric bariatric surgery for my health, not so much for my looks, because I haven't been in a romantic relationship for years, and I am pretty content with my life, but being a single working mom, so I don't really look for that right now. And you know, I'm happy with myself, so I don't really care how anyone else sees that. Yeah, but you know, there were a lot of little things. I couldn't move that well. I know I was on the verge of getting a lot of obesity related diseases, and yeah, now or never. I thought, now or never. I have hesitated about 10 years with the surgery. I work at the hospital that I had the operation. I know the team that does it. I know I'm in very good hands there. And still I hesitated a long time. Yeah. You know, you might realize right about now that I have issues with not talking so much. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a common prejudice that Germans are pretty frank and tell you everything like it is and have no sense of humor. I gotta tell you, I'm a typical German. I am pretty direct. It has nothing to do with rudeness. It's just our culture, you know. I like to think of myself that I do have a sense of humor, but, you know, not everyone gets it. I can still laugh at myself. Yeah, I would tell you things like they are, because that's just me. I don't sugarcoat things. No, I don't. All right, so I'm a little bit off topic right now. So yeah, why should you start following me now? Well, I found that there are not a lot of videos about people who had a conversion, who needed a conversion from gastric bypass to RnY-Bypass, which is a classical stomach bypass. Yeah, not a lot out there. I watched tons and thousands of videos in preparation of my own surgery, and it gave me a sense of security. So I knew, okay, this and this and this and this can go wrong, but it won't. I mean, it's just my character that I need to analyze everything to bits and pieces, and then I'm still going into it in an optimistic way, and it worked out fine. I had no troubles. The first 3 days were not nice, but after 3 days, I could pretty much, my recovery was great. With a gastric bypass, I could, not bypass, gastric sleeve. The decision for the gastric sleeve for me was I didn't want to have unnecessary work on my bowel system, and the gastric sleeve is just, they take away part of your stomach, but they leave the bowels alone. And yeah, I wanted to try that, although I knew from the beginning that, I am a healthcare professional, so yes, I knew that about 1/3 of the gastric sleeve patients get a nasty reflux after a while, some even right away, and that there might be the possibility of needing a revision at some point. But I thought positive thoughts. It worked out fine. I lost 110 pounds without starving, really. I ate everything. I also tapped back into my old habits, which you can do pretty easy with a gastric sleeve. It's a lot of work that goes into losing weight. You automatically lose weight. It doesn't work past the first 6 months. Yeah, in the first 3 to 6 months, you pretty much lose weight if you do something or not, because the little sizes you can take in, it's just not nearly what you used to have an intake. So yes, you will lose weight if you like it or not, if you do anything for it or not. But for the most people, including me, after about the 6 months post-op, it starts to be real work. My weight stalled after 6-7 months, and then it was very slow. Then my father passed away, and I had a rough time for about 3 months, and then after 13-14 months, I decided, okay, I'm gonna start doing sports regularly, and I started walking and running, and I walked the half an hour to an hour a day, going to work on foot or back from work on foot, and I just walked a lot. And then when I got fitter, I started running a little bit, and now I'm just in a mix between walking and running. And I had a very good food intake, from the average 2,000 calories a day, which is extraordinary, because I know a lot of operated patients eat little and stay at the little amount of calories. But my motto really always was, you need to eat to lose weight. I did not want to starve myself to a healthy weight. I want to, lose weight in a healthy way, as healthy as possible. And so I really did that on purpose. In the first few weeks, okay, I could only take in under 600 to 800 calories, but after 4 to 6 weeks, I was averaging 1,000, and it was getting more. And in the last year, I was at 2,000 a day, sometimes more, and I still lost over 20 pounds the second year, because I moved a lot. Yeah, and I would have been fine with all of that, even with a still 218 pounds, 228 or what Alexa said earlier I have now. I'm still happy, and I wouldn't have had another surgery for weight loss reasons. But, you know, the reflux has gotten so bad. My oesophagus is in such a bad state, which can cause cancer. And, you know, I've tried everything that would work without operation. I tried not eating before going to bed. I tried eating right. I took the acid blocker all the way through. I elevated my upper body about 30 degrees for sleeping, and nothing really worked. I mean, I thought it got better, but it didn't really, because, you know, I was pretty shocked when I found out I have esophagitis in a 4th degree. You know, it probably happened all the time, even if I didn't wake up from it at night. So something had to be done. I talked to my bariatric surgeon, and we came to the conclusion that I'm gonna have a revision surgery, which I'm not really happy about, but you know, I made my peace with it now. In 3 weeks, on January 22nd, I'm having a revision, conversion of my gastric sleeve to a classic RnY-Bypass. I chose that instead of the duodenal switch because, you know, quality of life is more important to me than losing weight at this point. And, you know, my surgeon was very honest with me. He said the more bowel you take out, the more long-lasting complications you probably gonna have, like diarrhea, like cramping, pains, and malnutrition. So I decided I'm fine with a classic bypass. I still expect to lose about, I'm gonna be optimistic here. I still expect to lose about 30 to 50 pounds because I did not destroy my metabolism. I didn't live off 1,000 calories the past 2 years. I ate normal, like a normal person. And usually you don't have that much of a weight loss again if you have a revision surgery. It's a couple of pounds. It's not really starting all over again, but you know, I'm optimistic that it might work out in my favor. I'm gonna have new sets of maybe complications like the dumping syndrome if I eat too sweet or if I eat wrong, which is gonna be hard for me because I'm a sweet eater. It's not a short video. I'm sorry you had to listen to all this babble, but if you're interested to see how my journey goes on and how the conversion is working out for me, you might want to consider following me. So I hope you guys have a great start into the new year 2024. I see you. Bye.